Hello everyone, welcome to study room. So today we'll be revising whatever we have learned in the past couple of videos. So this is a quick revision video. Let's move ahead. So there are two modes or methods by which animals reproduce. For example, there are sexual method, there are asexual method. Reproduction resulting from the fusion of male and female gametes is called sexual reproduction. We all know when male gamete fuses with female gamete produces zygote. Zygote develops into embryo. Embryo to fetus. This is sexual reproduction. The reproductive organs in the female include ovaries, oviducts, and uterus. So there are three main important organs. Ovaries produces ova, which is our female gamete, and oviducts carry the ova from fallopian tube to all the way to the uterus. Uterus holds the baby. It's the site of implantation. Implantation is attaching embryo to the endometrium, inner layer of the uterus. The reproductive organs in male include testis, sperm ducts, and penis. Testis produces sperm, which is the male gamete, and sperm ducts carries it to the opening, and penis is where the opening is, or the opening side. The ovary produces female gametes called ova, we know. The testis produces male gametes called sperms, we also know. And the fusion of ovum and sperm is called fertilization, which later a fertilized egg 2N single cell is called a zygote. Fertilization that happens inside the female body is internal fertilization. This is observed in human beings, hens, cows, dogs. So hen was performing internal fertilization, but they are oviparous. They give birth to their organisms in the form of laying eggs. Fertilization that takes place outside the female body is external fertilization. This happens in frogs. The male and female gametes fuses outside the body of the female in the water, for example, and hence they releases millions of eggs and billions of many millions of eggs and sperm, so that they have few fertilized eggs with them. Otherwise, due to climatic condition of the water movement or being eaten by other organisms, this doesn't lead to the fertilization. The zygote divides repeatedly to give rise to an embryo. So it's embryo. We know zygote divides and gives rise to embryo to fetus. The embryo gets embedded in the wall of the uterus for further development. Embryo attaches to the uterus, which is called implantation. The stage of the embryo in which all the body parts are identifiable is fetus. Zygote to embryo and embryo to fetus. Animals such as human beings, cows, dogs give birth to young ones. They are called viviparous. Animals like hen, frog, lizard, butterflies lays eggs. They are called oviparous. So human is a viviparous organisms. We give birth to the young ones. We don't lay eggs. Now the transformation of larva into an adult is called metamorphosis. So it's a cyclic process. We know adult egg goes to the larva to the pulp, and pulp to the pupa to the pupa to the adult. So this is a cyclic process. This particular process is metamorphosis. The type of reproduction in which only a single parent is involved is sexual reproduction. In Hydra, new birds form and the birds later get detached from the parent body. This is called budding. And amoeba produces by dividing itself. First nuclear division happens, then cytoplasmic divisions happen, which the process called binary fission. So I hope you know everything now. What is fertilization, what is sexual reproduction, what is asexual reproduction, what are viviparous, oviparous, metamorphosis, very important, and asexual method of reproduction. And here we forgot to mention cloning. Cloning, when we need to extract the exact copy of a cell or a living organism. With the clone example is dolly ship. Dolly ship was the clone. So we were extracting an egg and enucleated egg and cell, and we were fusing both of them together to form an embryo. So this embryo later develops into an adult. So this was about cloning. So in asexual reproduction we have budding, binary fission, and cloning. So this was all for this chapter. So thank you. I'll see you in the next chapter.